Do you want to improve your communication and negotiation skills? This video will provide you with tips and strategies for being an effective communicator and negotiator. Learn how to build relationships, resolve conflicts, and communicate effectively in the workplace and with customers. Watch now to find out more. Hello everyone, my name is Earl Charles and welcome to this video about effective communication and negotiation skills. Communication and negotiation are important skills for anyone to have. This video will provide you with tips and strategies for improving your communication and negotiation skills. Section 1, Different Types of Communication. Let's start by discussing the different types of communication. Verbal communication is the most common type of communication. This includes speaking, listening, and using body language. Non-verbal communication is also important. This includes facial expressions, gestures, and eye contact. Written communication is also important, such as emails, text messages, and letters. Section 2, Benefits of Effective Communication. Now let's discuss the benefits of effective communication. Good communication can help foster understanding, build relationships, and reduce misunderstandings. It can also help you to build trust and respect with other people. Effective communication can also help you to better negotiate and resolve conflicts. Section 3, Tips for Improving Communication. Now let's look at some tips for improving communication. The first tip is to be an active listener. Listen carefully to what the other person is saying and ask questions to clarify any points that you don't understand. Being an active listener will help to avoid misunderstandings. The second tip is to be clear and concise. Speak in a way that is easy for the other person to understand. The third tip is to avoid using jargon or technical terms. Section 4, Negotiation Skills. Now let's look at negotiation skills. Negotiation is an important part of communication. The first tip is to prepare for the negotiation. Do your research and know what you want to get out of the negotiation. The second tip is to be assertive. Speak in a way that expresses your needs and interests. The third tip is to be flexible. Be willing to compromise and find solutions that work for both parties. Section 5, Conflict Resolution. Conflict resolution is an important part of communication and negotiation. The first tip is to identify the source of the conflict. Identify what is causing the disagreement and what needs to be addressed. The second tip is to remain calm and open-minded. Don't be too quick to make assumptions or judgments. The third tip is to focus on solutions. Work together to find a solution that works for both parties. Section 6, Communication in the Workplace. Now let's look at communication in the workplace. It's important to be professional and respectful when communicating with colleagues. Listen carefully to what your colleagues are saying and be open to different ideas and perspectives. Good communication can help foster a positive and productive work environment. Section 7, Communication with Customers. Next, let's look at communication with customers. Good customer service is essential for any business. It's important to be friendly and helpful when communicating with customers. Listen to their needs and be willing to provide solutions or assistance. Section 8, Barriers to Effective Communication. Finally, let's look at some barriers to effective communication. One of the biggest barriers is lack of clarity. Make sure to speak in a way that is easy for the other person to understand. Another barrier is a lack of trust. Make sure to build trust with the other person before attempting to communicate. Conclusion. In conclusion, communication and negotiation are important skills for anyone to have. This video has provided you with tips and strategies for improving your communication and negotiation skills. Remember to be an active listener, be clear and concise, and remain open-minded when communicating and negotiating. Thanks for watching. This video was brought to you by Channel Success Mindset and Personal Growth. Subscribe now and start your journey towards success.